Well, hey there, you guys. How are you? This is Kathy Crow at the Crow Cottage, and I'm sorry if my eyes are all dilated, and I'm a couple of minutes late. And I hope everything's okay. I am not very prepared today because I had an eye doctor appointment this morning, and I was so glad that I got in when I did because we are all under quarantine, sort of. We're sort of under a friendly quarantine, which means a lot of us still have some mobility, and that's wonderful. Some of us don't, and it kind of depends on a whole lot of factors. And here in Washington State, it's like, well, we at any moment could be told you're not going anywhere, and we will be able to comply with that. I'm glad I got my eye doctor appointment finished so that I don't have to wonder if I'm gonna. Anyway, it was just a checkup, and so I have to do everything here. You are gonna watch. You're gonna watch a lot on the fly. Hi there, Loretta. It's nice to see you. I hope your family is well. And extended family and all. Loretta and I we share some relatives, so I hope everyone's, and they're over on the west side of the state. So we, of course, are even a little more, I think, more heightened, concern. All of these coastal cities, we're very much praying for them. And so today we are going to put that aside and enjoy some of the other great things that God has given us instead of worrying about that. But I do have to get my computer going because I literally just kind of came in here and thought, well, what I wanted to do today, I don't feel like it. I was going to use our Make a Splash set, and I probably will still do that, but because I really like it. It's a hostess set, and I really like it. And I was actually going to use it to make a little joke about toilet paper, Make a Splash. It's a little fish in a fishbowl. It's really cute. You have to host a party to get that set. You cannot order it. It's a hostess set. And this is Celebration. So right now we are busy. I'm sorry, I'm down here trying to get this on the computer so I can see comments. I really can't see them all that well unless I do this. And then my sound's going to go on, and I'll have to shut that down too. But at any rate, the Celebration, we only have a couple more weeks of that. This is a great time to get your starter kit. If you want to order any Stampin' Up stuff, this is the time to do it, even if you don't want to stay in it. If you just want to buy some stamp items for yourself, because, there's a lot of great things, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's available right now. Oh, hi, Sonia. It's good to see you. I'm seeing there's some other people here, but my phone's is limited in what I'm seeing. In fact, it's now Facebook saying something went wrong, which I'm not surprised. This is a day that might, or not even just a day. I had over the weekend, I use Microsoft to do all of our, hi, Diana. It's good to see you. I've been, uploading documents into my cloud Microsoft storage, and that's what I've been using for our tutorials that I mail in my email, and they updated the software, and when they updated it, I'm sorry, I've got my computer's frozen up. I hear myself, but it won't let me see it. So this is taking, I'm so sorry I'm yammering. Normally we'd be getting on. Here, let me show you what we're going to do. I am going to use our Rise and Shine to make a cute little card set. This set is coordinating with our Cup of Christmas cups that we had, and I took the dies out of the dies that went with that because there were some other little Christmassy dies that went with it, and I stuck the things that I will use with this Rise and Shine set here in this case for springtime goodies. And So anyway, I'm going to use that today, and again, bear with me while I figure out where I am on the computer. But anyway, long story short, back to our celebration and the fact that you definitely want to join Stampin' Up! Right now, when you have the opportunity to get over $200 worth of products for $99 and free shipping. You can't get any better than that. You also get, you know, a bunch of other stuff. Right now there's a celebration. Even if you just place an order, if you place a $50 order, you get a lot of free things. This Rise and Shine set actually is probably a $100 order free item in celebration right now. I think that's what this is. The dies are extra. And anyway, so I think I've got us on the computer now, and I think I'm very delayed. So if you make a comment, don't give up on me. I will see it eventually. It's just that my video is I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm not seeing it live. I'm not even seeing it close to live. It's like I can tell it's like 10 minutes ago. All right, so I am so sorry about that, but we are going to get started. I think I might also quickly do this stamp set. Some of these things make quicker cards. This one's a super quick card maker. This Music from the Heart's one of my favorites. Just with some ink and your paper and whatnot, you are going to be able to do all kinds of really cool things. So my desk is a mess. I'm gonna just warn you as I put the camera down, and then we will see how much glare we have too, because I've got a glare going, I believe. So I'm going to put the camera down. Beware as I do this. It sort of is a mess when I do. And normally I would do a share drawing right now and see who has shared my video, because it gets all over the place too. I had somebody contact. She didn't want to join us, unfortunately. She said, oh, that's way too far. But there was somebody way over, I don't remember. I think she was even on the Oregon side, way over on the west side, Oregon border. And anyway, it's nice to have the contact with people, even if they don't do anything with it and join or anything. I just appreciate that there are so many great stampers out there, because right now we are like the voice of cheer in a world of gloom. Other than, the people who are going to church or are being connected with other people in a Christian community, the world is really searching for some peace and stability right now. So if even those who are not Christians, some of them who are card makers are still, and there are others, of course, too, but generally, people who are Christian have a lot of hope, right? We have a lot of hope in Jesus. So anything that is going to take this world out, it is not going to be a man-made virus. I'm sorry. It is going to be from God. I shouldn't say I'm sorry. Some people actually, I think, would like to see the world end, but most of us would not. And we do know that we can have confidence that God is going to protect us and take care of us. And when he says it's over, it will be over. And I'm not too concerned about a man-made virus doing that. Although it is possible, of course, that could be something that would be used. So anyhow, you never do know. Good to be smart and do as we're told. Basically, the Bible tells us to do as we're told when we're told to do things that aren't bad. And right now, staying at home making cards is not such a bad thing after all. So I think I have everything ready. We are going to use this. This is the Peaceful Poppies Designer Series paper. What a great name for a day like today. We've got a ton of wind out there. And it's not terribly peaceful in a whole lot of ways. So Peaceful Poppies sounded good. Better than my Make a Splash original idea. And so this actually is a paper that was so hard for me to decide, which paper do I like the best? And I never have decided, right? Isn't it pretty? There's, I like the, purple and red is an old color from the, the Red Hat what is it? The purple and red hat. I don't remember. There's some group out there with a red hats, red and purple. Help me out, Loretta. Do you remember this at school? Every woman who turned 50. Of course, would we know about that? No, of course not. But anyway, whenever you turned 50, you were invited to join this group, and they wore purple and red. So it kind of reminded me of that, but I like this much better. There's some green in there to help it too. And look at that red. Love that one. But this is the paper we're going to use. I find this pattern to be a little more calming than some of the other ones. Although I do like this one's the same, just in a purple. And there's not a paper here I don't like. As you can see, it's printed on the front and the back. That's why they call it designer series paper. And this is beautiful paper. So we are going to use this pattern. So I'm going to just pull that one out. I have these out as scraps. And one of the sheets comes like this. All you have to do with this is just cut it out, stick it on your card, print, just plop your label or your name or a little happy birthday or whatever, and maybe a ribbon. You're done. It's a great card. I love that. So that's what I'm using. Let me put that aside. And I'm also going to use this ornate floral embossing folder. This embossing folder is, I think, one of the best ones we've had in a while. It's got this really pretty floral thing. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well on my card, but you will see it better later. And this is part of the new stuff that is coming out. The Ornate suite of products is going to be available April 4, I believe. This is the last April 4, is that correct? Or is it out already? Oh my goodness. You know what? I'd have to go get my celebration brochure to find out for sure. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. Appreciate that very much. Michelle, I hope everything's going well with you guys. We have a whole bunch of medical people on our team, really. They're either in the medical field or they have a relative that's in the medical field. Everybody does, it seems like. I mean, there's a lot of positions there. So whether it's school related or medicine, whole bunch of everybody's very affected by this. Now with the Ornate suite of stuff that's available or will be available, Michelle, you probably know, when is this suite available? Is it for sale now? Because today I had an eye appointment and I totally I'm not prepared like I would normally know all these things. So if you could type that in for me, I would appreciate it. So the Ornate suite of stuff is I think it's going to be of April 4 is when it comes out, I think. But hi, Marty. Marty, you would know too. It's good to see you. Yeah, you're not working until April 14. Yes. Okay, it's out for demos only. Thank you. That's what I thought. But I'm showing it to everybody because here's the reason I love it. I do like this stamp set a lot. It's got great flowers on it. I like that it has these little background stamps too, because it makes it easy to do a card. You just stick those in the corner, color this, cut it out. You're good. But I have a lot of flower stamps because I've been collecting for 25 years, So although it's beautiful, I didn't happen to need that, but it came along in the set, and so I happily took it. Why I like it so much is because of all of these wonderful little pieces. So one evening, I went through and cut some of these. Now, this is just paper, not cardstock, because I am going to use many of these as linings on the inside. When I have a card that is dark on the inside, I am going to be using these as my liner to write on. So that's why I cut it from paper, but I also am going to use it on our card today, just to show you that you don't always have to use cardstock. If it's a backing, you can use this. And it has this, let me get it right here. It has this rose border, and it's beautiful. You can go on the bottom or you could go on the side. It's the perfect card length. And so anyhow, that is why I got this set, was for these border die pieces. It cuts out this flower so nicely, but it doesn't have to cut it out. So this one, if I had chosen not to use this die with it, you know, because I ran it through like this and put this with it. If I had not put this piece with it, then this would be attached and in the middle of a white strip, you see. So you can just do that and not have the edge. You could have more white and use it like that. There's just a lot of uses for these dies, and I have not even used these yet. They are, oh, I love them. I can tell right now they're going to be fantastic. So I got that for these dies and these dies. These are even better, I think, because they are frames. And they're, ooh, special frames. So cute. Yeah, you get a nice little stitched rectangle and some long ones. These fit our sentiments really well. They're big enough to actually fit. You know, any sentiment you have is going to fit into one of those frames. And that's not always the case with some of the sets that we get. So when I run this through, you are going to see how magnificent it is. And I'm just using real red with this. And what I've already done, I've already taken one of my dies and I've cut out a coffee cup, okay, from this paper. And I could choose however I wanted to put the die to cut that out, because I actually only need to use one. I can use two. This is a teeny tiny card because I was just kind of trying to figure out, is that going to look good together? And it does. So that is what we are using. And now we're going to cut and emboss. All right. Yes, Michelle, I did get the whole suite, and I appreciate your asking about that, because for those of you who do not want, you know, maybe you don't need the flower stamp either. Maybe you have been collecting also for 25 years, and if you have, you would have a whole lot of really pretty flower stamps. So you might not want that. And if you don't buy the suite now, I believe that it is going to be available in the new catalog. So you might be able to buy the dies separate then if you wish to. The way things are right now, though, I wouldn't be waiting because, you know, I don't know where our dies are being made from. And right now, things are definitely different. I am not sure how we are going. I'm looking at my designer series paper and I'm noticing the word, if it said TSP, I would have probably been more interested in it right now, because right now DSP is good, but I'm looking for some TP pretty quick. So anyhow, we are good for now, but the DSP, I thought, you guys might be finding new ways to use our paper, although that'd be pretty stiff paper and I would not recommend it. It's also very pretty paper, so it'd be kind of a waste if you used it that way, but whatever. When I went on Amazon to see if I could even order it that way, there is a lot of decorative toilet paper out there if you want to spend $50 a roll on it. No, actually, there's not even a lot of that. There's not a lot of anything. All right, so this is, not anything, not a lot of toilet paper. We have a lot of everything else. I don't know why toilet paper is in such short supply. All right, so I guess because the whole world's using it right now, that is not a pretty picture. The vines, and they're like little, they're not daisies, they're not chrysanthemums. What are those? Are they marigolds? They're not marigolds. They have centers, but they're very fluffy little flowers. Oh, they're cute. And I took some paint and put paint on them, and that really made them pop. Let me see if I can hop over here really quick to show you how those look when you do that to it, because I'm not sure who I showed this to. I might have showed this to my team. I don't really remember, but yeah, so I was experimenting to see if I could get that embossing folder to cooperate with me by putting the paint on the inside, and it never really does. I'm not an expert with that method, apparently, to know. I think Freddie's the one who knows how to do all of that better than I do. So I experimented with just laying paint on it and really found out that it's super easy to do. You just need a light touch to get it on those flowers, and then they'll pop out more, and you could use anything. Any ink would get that effect. Oh, you might get a paper cut on your... You're right, Freddie. You would definitely get a paper cut. Good to see you. I'm so happy that you are here. All right, so that's that one. I don't want to put this away yet because I want to... so it's called Ornate Floral, and it's in the Ornate suite. Let's see. We need the magnetic plate, and we need this Painted Poppies, or Peaceful Poppies paper. And I guess I'm getting my little crazed sheets out here because even though I've got multiples of these, I keep forgetting to actually get them out because they're still working pretty good for me. So here's our little cups. We're going to cut our cups out of this paper. I could cut a little tea bag too, and because I'm not sure exactly which way I want my cup to go, I'm going to just go ahead and cut 2 of them out, even though I know I'm only going to use 1. But I'm going to position it so that I want a whole flower in my cup, and I actually kind of want some of my purple bud too. So let's see where I can do that to get that. I think we'll just stick that one there. And we'll stick that one there, okay? And how about your cute little, let's do our cute little tea bag on the side. And we will run that through. And we've got our cups. And so you can, stamp and cut and do all kinds of fun things, but just using really cool paper, you can get a really nice little cup too. And then we will use this paper that's on the side. So I'm going to, and I don't want to get rid of that. I'm going to just dump it all here for a moment and get rid of my trash. And then move my cutter away from the camera. All right. Thank you, you guys. Thank you for sharing. And I have not done the drawing yet. I'll have to do the drawing later because, I had an eye appointment. Even if I hadn't had an eye appointment, it's just everything's different right now. Jeff is home. Everybody's home. None of my schedule stuff is normal. I did get my workout in. We're feeling well. Jeff's cough is getting better. I'm so grateful because he's fine. We've never had anything. I didn't even have the cough much. He just is really sensitive in the throat area. So I'm really grateful that we are staying home and he's not having to be at school. At school, you pick up everything. And yeah, what this does to people's lungs is scary. So I don't want Jeff to be getting it. All right, so we are gonna, let's see, what do I need to do? Let's just go ahead and cut out the base card first. So I think this is my Whisper White. Let me check here. I can tell by feeling it. I'm not so sure which one. I believe that one's my Whisper White. Earlier I cut out a base card base, and so I think that I used this. We'll go ahead and cut that at 5.5 inches this way, and I'm gonna score it at 4 1/4. We're just going old school, doing a basic here because I'm not prepared for something fancier, and also because I'd like to get 2 cards done. I might be able to. We'll see. I'd like to get to that Music of the Heart stamp set because it's so cute. I really like it. All right, if I do that, though, if I get to the Music of the Heart one, I'm going to need this. This is our Whisper White. I can't tell. I'm going to have to get another sheet that I know for sure is Whisper White because I'm not confident about that. So this is our base card, and now all we need to do is cut out this. And it doesn't really matter which direction I do it in, it's going to be fine. So since we have our, well, hi there, Aunt Connie. It's good to see you guys. How are you doing? I am gonna cut this, so since we have 4 1/4 this way, we're gonna wanna go at 4 inches, and I turned it upside down. It's hard to cut embossed paper without making a big, terrible mess. In fact, this little guy will chop it really well, but sometimes when my paper's longer than the chopper, it does things to it. So I'm going to stick with this one, which I prefer, and we're gonna go 4 inches. We're great, awesome. That is very good. My uncle had, had some pneumonia, had all kinds of stuff. I cut this at 5 1/4. I hope that's what I was hoping for anyway. Let's see. Whew, good, I did. 5 1/4 will get it nicely done. So anybody who has who's sensitive at all to, every time I see little kids out right now, I'm thinking, oh boy, I hope you guys aren't carrying anything, because there are people out here who are very sensitive to stuff, and they might not even want to think about the fact that they are very sensitive to stuff, and their throats are, so we don't want anybody to get any of this stuff. All right, so I'm just putting a bunch of this on because although it's embossed, it's gonna stay down because there's enough surface that's flat to get it to stay down. This is a fairly highly embossed piece. Ones that are really raised, I generally put on I put those on our dimensionals, but I want to put other dimensionals on here, so I kind of like to not start with dimensionals already. I did find at the post office, she told me about these stamps that are non-machinable stamps. Wow, I would have liked to have known about that, like, I don't know, 2 years, 3, 5 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago when I started using a lot of dimensionals. Oh, let me put away my dies before I lose them. And there we go, right there. Oh, good. So people are welcoming my aunt. Thank you so much. My aunt is, she's the one who probably got me going in Bible study fellowship before I even knew what Bible study fellowship was. I was raised in a denomination that's pretty heavily we're the only way denomination, and that's kind of tough when you get out to, you're not happy with some of the things that they're teaching because you don't think it aligns with the Bible very well, and you've been told that that's the only way. So it's nice to have other voices in your life. I was fortunate to have a lot of other voices in my life, and my aunt is one of those who demonstrated that, you know what, Christ is there for anyone who wants to know him. You do not have to belong to one denomination only to know Christ. All right, so I am going to grab, these are those papers that I have previously cut with that ornate die from. I'm going to just grab one of those because I just took that little scrap that was left over from my cups, and I'm going to just glue it on here and then cut around it to get the dimensions that I want. So I don't really even have to worry about measuring too much. I just need to glue this on so that it will look halfway decent, and then we can proceed. And you're welcome, Kai. We are, this is a great time, actually, anytime. Who was it that wrote the Tale of Two Cities and all of that? It's the best of times, the worst of times. We fortunately are not experiencing the French Revolution, people. This is a hard time, but things are going to be better because Again, God's on the throne. He's good. He loves us. He cares about us. There's so many people praying to him right now that things will improve. And I do think that God is going to do great things through all of this because of just he loves us and who he is. So I think things are going to actually be better rather than worse, but of course none of us really know, so we will see. But I prefer to have confidence that God is going to help us get better. And I don't know if my paper is, I don't think it's completely straight. Thinking about God and all reminds me, yeah, you know what, your plumb line might not really be plumb. You can hope it is, but it might not be. We're going to try to make it a little straighter. And then this side, too, we're going to try. I don't think it's perfectly straight. This kind of the problem when you start just randomly cutting. You might end up with some weird angles because this is definitely at an angle here. So I'm going to have to do this like that, not my traditional way of cutting because I'm ending up with things not plumb. Okay, so now we got to straighten that out. At least it's as long as I wanted it to be. So we can straighten it out and it'll be good. I'm going to straighten it out by using my lines here because if I use any other method, it is not going to be straight. Let's see. Well, let's just do it here. Let's put it on here and we'll line it up. We'll line it up here because I actually need it to be plumb with my little edge here. So we'll try straightening that out. Oops, it's not going to cut you very well if I do it there. Let's try to get you lined on there very well. When I went to the eye doctor, I think he said, yeah, you know what, your eyes with your corrections are still 20/20, but I think we can go up a step. And so when I get my new lenses and glasses, I'm going to be hopefully able to do this a little bit better because what's happening is I need to get my head like right in the camera to see because I cannot see, and it's not because of the angle so much as the fact that my prescription's off just a tiny bit now. All right, let's hope that's a little straighter. It's still not perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to stick that away and we'll put some dimensionals on that. Now, look at that paper, ladies. Isn't it gorgeous? You can't, with the little nice edge and all, there's nothing you could do to this to make it not look really cute. So there you go. Yes, it is bringing the families. Oh, Charles Dickens. Thank you, Michelle, for reminding me. When you're blabbing nonstop as I am right now, I'm not a natural blabber. Actually, you're probably shocked to hear that, but I'm not. So my brain goes on leave, and my mouth keeps going, but the brain is on leave. So thank you very much. Gives the card character, yeah, the wobbly nature of it. It can give it a lot of nature, sort of like our family. So you're right, Freddie. We went and helped our daughter-in-law and son move into their new house and loved it. It was sure nice being at an Airbnb because we really weren't, we were thinking we should not be going anywhere, but we took all of our groceries with us, and that way, because they said, oh, it's fine. We know you're fine. It's going to be fine, and we'll just stay home. So we went to their house to eat, and they came to the Airbnb to eat, and we could do all of that right from, without, infecting the whole area, in case we are, because you just don't know. And anyhow, we saw across the street where they're going to love their neighborhood that they're in. They have a very tight-knit little community, I think, there, and they seem very friendly. They were doing, they didn't, invite us or talk to us. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they weren't glowering at us as we went by. And so, anyway, it looked like they were going to be in a great spot. Okay, here's this doily. Now, these doilies used to be available in Stampin' Up's page. I don't know if these doilies are still available. So if you know that they are, I'd appreciate it if you could comment and tell people that they are. And if they aren't, we do have, I couldn't find the stamp set that has this little doily. We have one right now that's got a cute little doily in it. And I couldn't, for the life of me, couldn't remember what it was at the last minute. So I actually prefer the one in the die. The die set that we've got this little doily in, it's Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish. I couldn't find Make-A-Wish. And then I was thinking, well, maybe Make-A-Wish isn't even a stamp set that's available now. I hope it is. And the dies and all. But I thought we had a doily anyway. There's some I can't remember what it is. So if you guys know of a doily stamp or die, let me know. It's nice to have your own doily die. Then you can cut it out from any color you want. You can, I like this size. It's great. Our deer doily that we had a while ago, I really liked it too, but it was too big. So anyway, we're going to cover up the center so I can put a dimensional right in the middle of this, and it's not going to show, even though it's going to show right at the moment, but it won't eventually because I'm going to stick that right there. And then those little cute cups, I'm going to just use one of those. And this is a stitched circle. I think I'm going to put my sentiment right on there. So, Rise and Shine. We've got Make Today Amazing. And Rise and Shine is good. It's got this little sun. That's cute. A lot of people have done some neat things with that. There's this little heart. What did I do with my tea bag? Here's my tea bag. There's a cute little heart stamp you can use to put on here, but I'm going to just keep my little tea bag, I think, like this. You've got this, but first, coffee and tea, and there's hearts and kisses. This little stamp that has the squiggles is nice too. So anyway, they're photopolymer, so this is nice, giving us a lot of options. I'm checking to see how big are these. That makes a big difference. We're gonna go with Make Today Amazing, I think. All right, let's see how that works. I've got some other ones. I'm not thrilled with Make Today Amazing, to tell you the truth. Let's see what else we've got. So our Ornate Thanks also, this is the other stamp set if you get the Ornate Suite. So the Ornate Suite has this Ornate Style Flower stamp set, and it has this Ornate Thanks, which I like all of the font. They've got this big font that kind of mimics what was with our Painted Glass stamp set. And maybe the Memorable Mosaic, I'm not sure, but it's nice and big. But what I like about it, I think even more, is all these little sentiments that I have ones that are similar are tiny. They're nice and small, and they're handwritten versions of them. So I can make, and since they're photopolymer, I can make it into a semicircle. So let's do that just for fun, just for kicks. Your kindness is so loved. Ooh, I like that one. That one's nice. The So Here's a Card is fun too. All right. So hard to decide. I think we'll go with Your Kindness is So Loved. I'm going to do that. There have been so many people doing so many really nice things for other people that I think I might be using that card. Let's see if I can determine which one it is. This is the hard part, is looking at it and saying, okay, well, they're in the same order. I haven't used them and moved them around too much, so probably it's a two-line one. There we go. Okay, finally I found it. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, Marty says she only sees heart doilies. Oh, and the pearlized. Now, the pearlized ones. Now, these were very vanilla on one side and white, whisper white on the other, or not whisper, white on the other. And let's not get these mixed up. That one goes with that. That one goes with that. Let's see if this sentiment is even going to work here. Now, since this is a 2-line one, it's not really going to curve much. I could maybe make it curve a little, but not much. Yeah. I really wanted to show you doing one curve, so I'm sure you know how to do this. You've done this a bunch of times. Why am I obsessing over that? I don't know, but I am. All right, we're going back to the set. Make Today Amazing is still a double line too. Oh, come on, Kathy. This is what you do every time. Decide, just decide. Anything will do. Let's see. Let's find one. From All of Us, perfect. From All of Us, now to find it on here. I have a lot of From All of Us cards because I'm sending these from our church, and so it's nice to say From All of Us. You know what? Even the people who don't know they're sending a card, they should be appreciated for sending the card. It's because of them that I'm sending it. If they weren't doing all the things that they do, I wouldn't be sending the card. So I feel perfectly fine about sending a card that says From All of Us, even though all of us might not know they're sending a card. When I first started doing this for our church, it was pretty funny. I had a couple of people come up and say, "Did you send a card? You know, blah, blah, blah." And I'd say, "Yeah, probably. I don't know. I've sent so many, I really don't know, but yeah, probably." And then they'd say, "Well, could you tell me when you send one? Because I had this lady come up and tell me, thank you so much," or this child. Now so I curved it and check in to see if it's got, reasonably following the curve of my little thing, and it sort of is. It could be better. Maybe I will do a little sample on my paper and see if I like what I'm doing. And let's get out that real red. I think that'll be good. Oh, okay, Doily Wishes good, Doily Wishes. I thought it was still available. Thank you so much, Marty. I appreciate that. Let's see, show guys what happens when you have a pigment. Yeah, you are. You're going to have to do that. The pigment explosion thing, that'd be really fun. Yeah, we're waiting for you to do that, Freddie. So I'm testing this to see. So the Make-A-Wish stamp set might be retired, but the doily die thing is still good. So you can see my little, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Did I get I hope this is, yes, you're damp. Good. I haven't used it for several days because we were gone. Let's curve the S part just a bit more. The Airbnb we stayed at was really nice. $75 a night, ladies. So much nicer than any hotel would have been. A whole house, 2 bathrooms. And, and in a beautiful little subdivision, and it was so nice. Now, I got a little splotch of ink up there, but oh, no, I didn't. No, yeah, I did. I thought maybe it was an eye, but no, I got a little splotch of ink. I kind of rocked it. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just press down and up, down, up, down, up. It's hard for me to do something as simple as that. So I didn't do it, but it looks okay. So we're going to put that there. That'll be a nice little base. If you do your Christmas cup, or your, not Christmas cup, your Rise and Shine cup like I'm doing, you might want to have a little backing under it to see it really good, because that, I don't know, I'm putting it with the same patterned paper on the card, so it's sort of getting lost if I just dumped it. All right, let's get rid of some of my scraps. All right, that out of the way. Now, we're going to put that there. Now comes the exciting part. I am going to tie on my ribbon. So on this card, I tied the ribbon on just to see how it would look, and my ribbon wasn't quite long enough. This is our Stampin' Up! Real Red ribbon, which, yeah, I'm not even sure is still available right now. I think it was the pink that was going. Oh no, Freddie, You did really have a pigment explosion. Oh no, what happened? Did you have an accident when you were opening the lid? Because I've heard people say that they, I don't know, somebody said that they, see, look at that. It's just, I don't care for that. That, even if my bow had been better, I'm thinking I'm going with my organza. And this is just some knockoff ribbon that I found on the clearance rack probably 10 years ago, and I still have some. So it's it's a little easier to work with. So I am going to use it instead. It's going to make a little tie a little bit more delicate than the satin ribbon does, if I can get it around my fat thumb. Yeah, the pigment sprinkles, I think, Freddie, do they have a shaker lid on it already? Because those can be problematic. And if it doesn't have a shaker lid, then do I have my pigment sprinkles here? Haha. Let's check you out. Yes, shaker lid. I thought so. But, so that's, I bet, the issue. The shaker lid might not have, was it not attached or something? Anyway. Fun. I saw another card that was, they'd used those pigment sprinkles on, I think it might have been the Silhouette Scenes stamp set. That looked really cute. All right, so I think I'm going to, want to tweak my bow some more, but we're going to call that good and stick this on here. I'm going to glue the cup right on there so I can put dimensionals on the bottom. And we're doing well for time, so I think I can still get that other card done. I just need to move my cup so we can see that sentiment. And then we'll stick on the dimensionals. And that one's pretty much done. There's this is just one of my basic, you're probably thinking, I've seen this card design before. Yes, you have, probably many, many times, because this is just one of my favorites. Long on the side, portrait opening instead of, not landscape opening, but portrait opening, something on the side, either side, a little thing here. If it's a picture, then you put a little sentiment up here. It's good. Looks cute. Whatever it is you're using. I could have used my other cups, but I didn't, did I? That's okay. And my little tea bag, if I put a hole in it, I could use, but that paper, I don't need any more of it on there. That's perfect. All right, so we're going on. We're going on to, I'm going to cut a new piece, I think. No, I better grab out my, a sheet that I know is Whisper White, because I don't know 100% that is. And these other ones just don't stamp as nicely. So my I know what I did. I bought some heavier weight. So this is thicker and heavier. And it's not, it's so for my card bases. So it is confusing me because it's pretty high quality paper and it's very like our Whisper White, but I don't think that it'll stamp as nicely. And I want to do just a simple stamping card. So we're going to, I think I'm going to go the portrait opening again, but we're going to cut it with 4 1/4 across. And just use the 11 inches. That way I'm going to know that one is Whisper White. And then I'll score at 5 1/2. When I clean up my pile of mess here today, I'll know that is Whisper White. Yeah, Michelle, Airbnbs are really nice, but we actually kind of prefer to stay in a hotel. Right now, I didn't want to be spreading, or didn't want to pick up any germs either. And so Airbnb keeps that much easier to do. You're not surrounded by quite so many people. In fact, you're not surrounded by any people while you're there. And the people are so nice. I don't think we've ever stayed in one yet where we didn't develop a kind of a friendship with the people that owned the place, because of course, you know, they look at, we've done it often enough now, they look at our history and see, you know what, these are pretty nice people. They're clean. They're not gonna do anything bad to our property, and we're really happy to have them come and do things here. So let's see here, what are we going to do? I really liked using Coastal Cabana, and today let's do crumb cake with it. We're gonna do, I think this is similar to what I used for a card class that I have coming up in the summer. Now I hope that card class still goes, because right now it's like, whoa, I don't really know. I've got all these card classes planned and I do not know really if the next one's going to, in fact, I know the next one's not going to happen. I can just guarantee that. I could, if it wasn't windy outside, we could do our card class outside. That way you could have a table all to yourself. You could park far away. You could be 6 feet from everybody and the whole time and come and do a card class. So I'm going to just take the thing I love about this Music from the Heart set is that it has a blank staff, you know, line thing. And the piano thing is cool too, but just to make a really simple card. And it has happy birthday, so of course you could do a happy birthday card. But it has this forget your trebles. Love that. That's pretty cute. And because it's a blank one and it has little musical notes you can put on your staff, or your, am I calling that right? That doesn't sound right. But anyway, because of that, you can make whatever music you want to. So you can make your little song sing happy birthday to you. You could do, I'd like to teach the world to sing, or, you know, you could do Merry Christmas. You could do anything. Okay, Marty must have left. Bye, Marty. And let's see, we're going to do it sideways this time and do it there. Okay, this is just a free-for-all. We're going to see how this works out. And if it doesn't work out well, oh well, it's not a disaster, because I'll just throw it away and use the inside for something else. All right, now we're going to take, the other thing I really liked about this set is the guitar. The guitar is so cool. The guitar has just this part, right? And then you can use it to make a little heart thing. Now, where's the little heart? Oh, it's this treble. The treble. This is the thing about it. I might have to experiment here on a piece of scrap paper. Grab out my scrap so that I can see what I'm doing, because I'm afraid I'll totally flub this up if I don't. So that will go there. Let's put my cleaner out so I can actually clean quickly with it. All right, little guitar. I kind of forget where you fit on here to make this guitar work. Is it like that? I kind of forget. Let's see. That doesn't look right. Huh. Yeah, that's close. Somehow I'm not getting it exactly right. Maybe it's on that side. I'm not getting it quite right. And you can't, but it does work if I know what I'm doing. Maybe it's maybe it's that. Oh my goodness. I'd have to go get my card class to see how I did this, apparently. Let's try. We're going to just stick that on the back side because I'm just goofing around. And we'll put you there. And we'll put you. No, that's not big enough. So it is the other one. Now you could do that, but it doesn't look very good. Okay, it is the treble one. I just have to get it figured out. So, Michelle, I saw, oh, your card. That's right. It was your card. Oh, I should have it here. Where is it? I think it's here on my desk. I don't see it. It's really cool. I love how you did that. I should have that out here. It might give me some inspiration. All right, we'll just stick you on here. Actually, let's just play it safe, and we'll use the piano. The old piano. It's going to look gorgeous. We'll use our Coastal Cabana for you, although black is nice. But I'm trying to go quickly. This is supposed to be done fast. All right, so we'll just put our little piano here. Okay. Yeah, this set is so cute. You can just do all kinds of things with it and make it really, really nice. And I love the treble clef. The treble clef is really, really cute. I'm going to go slightly off the card there on that. The only thing it's lacking is the stop line, but that's okay. I'm going to forgive it for not having the little, like, especially the repeat. It would be nice if it had the repeat sign right there. That would be handy, but it doesn't. That's okay. All right, then we're going to, I think I'm going to take my keyboard and cover up our ending there that way. Okay, like that. And all right, now oops, I think I lost one. I think it fell down. I'll have to, no, there it is. Ah, that's the trouble. When I'm standing, I need to sit down now. I can do this without standing. All right. Oh no, Freddie, never sneeze in your sprinkles. Oh, good advice. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm laughing. That's a great picture. But sneezing doesn't sound good. Right now, nobody wants anybody to be sneezing or coughing. That's another reason I didn't want to go anywhere. It's like, well, Jeff has this cough, but seriously, people, he always has a cough. He has terrible allergies. The Tri-Cities is a very allergic type place. You can't live here, I think, and not have allergies and not be sneezing. And it's allergy season. Like today, it's windy. All right, this little bird is very cute. So we're going to just stick... Oops, that's crumb cake, though. I don't really want a crumb cake bird. Just because it's wouldn't be dark enough. You wouldn't see him. So let's see. Where do we want to put you? We'll put you right there. All right, now I am going to not worry about my notes too much because I don't have a song in mind that I'm doing. So I'm just doing random notes, so they won't actually do anything. Now, the other thing about the notes, though, that are really cute is they have this little heart. So you can make little heart notes. They have the bigger heart note you can do. But you can also make your little, one of these notes, a heart, little heart too. Let's see, let's find it. So there's the quarter note, and where's that little heart? There you are. There's the little heart. So we'll take a gander at this. I'm going to just do the line. And we'll stick the line right there. And then I'll take my note off and stick on my little heart. And we'll try to make a little heart note. Let's ink it again. All right, so you could do that with all of your little notes if you wanted to. And you'd have little heart notes, aren't they cute? In the church that my husband and I went to for years and years and years, it is an a cappella church. So I'm sure all of you know what it is now. And I loved that. I wish everybody who could at least practice a cappella singing. You become a better singer in doing that. And the great thing, the reason I like it is because you actually are portable with your music. When you rely on instruments, most of us are not very good. I mean, you know, we try, but we're not great. And so we're hesitant to sing anywhere. But when you are, you know, used to singing a cappella, you can take your music on the road, so to speak. Anybody can help you sing a tune. All you have to do is just start it, and people will come along. And I've noticed that when I start a song, people are very quick to join in, and I don't think it's because I sing so well. I think that they're just trying to really help me out a lot because it might not sound that great. I'm going to stick with Coastal Cabana. We're getting a little bit too much Coastal Cabana going. You know what I think we'll do? I threw over here on the side my Sweetly Swirled, just on the chance that I might need you. Oh, Sweetly Swirled, I really like you. It's got Oh Hey, that's a good one. But these little swirls are fun to use. It comes with dies, so I've got those all cut out. But I think I just want to use a little swirl here somewhere. We're going to use a little swirl to put in my sentiment in. So let's use our crumb cake for the swirl part. And I could do it here, I could do it there. Actually, we're crying out for something here. I might put some birds up there. So let's just do it there. I should have my foam pad under me, but there we go. It worked anyway. And then I can put the little sentiment in here, and it's going to show up just a bit more than it would if I did it in crumb cake. Crumb cake's a little bit on the light side. Now all we need are a couple of birds, and we're all good. Okay? So that was the Forget Your Trebles. I really like that. Very fun, very fun. Freddie, you love to sing. Ah, that's great. I do too. And the thing is, in an a cappella group, people do sing. Now, if you have enough singers who sound good, it's great. The problem with a cappella singing is that if you have someone in your group who really, really loves to sing, but they're not quite so good at it, they can kind of put a little damper on things. So, usually that doesn't happen. Those of us who know we aren't great singers, we tend to kind of tone it down a bit so that the ones who are really, really good can be heard, okay? And then when our voices are blending with them, we sound so much better. I sound actually halfway decent. And the other people who already sing really well sound fantastic. So it's good. And then people actually really sing. When you have a bunch of instruments along, I'm sorry, why aren't you guys singing? That's what we're supposed to be doing. Now, these birds are not flying. Why aren't you? I want the flying one. There's a flying one. There it is. I see it hiding on the side. There's a few, but I really want the ones that fly. I tend to prefer them. So let's see here. Make sure I'm getting one that's... Ah, there you are. I thought that was you hiding there. Our church, I feel greatly blessed. It is a singing church. It loves to sing. So even though we are an instrument church and we have drums and everything else, and I really like that, people sing. They actually sing. And you can hear them. You can hear the congregation singing. It's wonderful. All right, so there are our little birds flitting about, making a happy world. And what else do I want to do here? Maybe it's the piano? No, it's not. I don't know. I'm still confused about my guitar, but I'll figure it out later. And that's it. So we did these 2 cards. And we are done. I hope that you are enjoying a lovely day, that you are staying safe, and nobody's getting sick. Definitely want you to know we are praying for all of you. I'm sure you are praying for us, and I greatly appreciate it. God is the one who can get us through this. He needs us, and he needs authority figures to do what they're doing. And we just are praying for them too, that they make wise decisions. But we know that this attack is from Satan. It always is. He's always got stuff going on the side, trying to waylay all kinds of things. And there are always people who want to use these events to do all sorts of things. But you know what? If God doesn't want it to happen, it won't. And even if he does, remember, was it Joseph? And if you like plays and you're not a religious person, you might know about Joseph. Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat was a really great play that they did on the story of Joseph. So I love that play. It was a really good one. But I think one of the key lines in that whole story of Joseph, you know what? At the end of it all, when his brothers were scared because their father had died, and they thought Joseph Joseph is going to kill us all because he's going to pay us back for what we did to him. He said, no, you know what? You intended this, which was his, selling him into slavery and all that. You intended this for evil, but God intended it for good. All right, I am going to turn the camera around. You can listen to me with my face here instead. God is good. He can take anything and make it a victory. In fact, he already has. It's all done. It's all done. We're just playing out those final scenes, and maybe it's very final scenes. Maybe it's not. We don't really know, do we? So we are going to just continue to have confidence, be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fire. Doesn't matter whether God saves us or not. He is good, and we are going to follow him. And in following him, we are going to do the right thing and stay at home because the government told us to. And we are going to be confident that God can work this out for good in spreading his love and his word to people who maybe wouldn't have heard it otherwise. So have confidence, okay? Love you. Appreciate your prayers. I've gotten messages from people who are just so happy to hear some confidence in God, because you know what, we are all doing our best, yes, but we know this is bigger than us and that we need his help. And I'm so glad that that word is going out in a stronger way. I mean, I am saying it more strongly, and I know other people are too. Yes, Freddie, you never know. You really don't. All right, so you guys take care. And to the best of my ability, I will be back here next week. I think I'm going to do my drawing tomorrow, and I should be able to do that. I don't have a lot going on right now, so I mean, other than all the normal stuff I do, I'm not tempted. I'm tempted to get out there. So this is what our wind is looking like. I don't know if you can see it. It's turned out to be a very blustery day out there. I'm glad I was out. But because it's blustery, can you see all of that wind going there? Because of that, I am not going on a bike ride, and I'm a little sad about that, but that's okay. It'll be fine. All right. See you later. Anything else that I forgot? No, I think it's covered. See you later. Bye.